The light of the full moon, a mysterious night, in a small village, a sense of peace would settle in people's hearts when night fell. Whenever a bright full moon appeared in the sky, everyone would find a way to spend time in its magnificent light. But this full moon night would bring the beginning of an unusual event in the village. As the stars twinkled, 10-year-old Denis was looking out of the window with a plate of pastries his mother had brought him. The full moon looked so enchanting and mesmerizing that it stirred up a sense of curiosity within him, urging him to go outside. "I'm sure something will happen tonight," he thought. When Denis stepped outside, he was greeted by the beauty of flowers and trees shining in the light of the full moon. He immediately set off towards the village's large fruit orchard. Upon arriving at the orchard, he saw the moonlight casting down like a silver carpet. He took a deep breath and began to walk among the swaying fruit trees. After a while, Denis noticed a light glimmering at the corner of the orchard. Curious, he approached and discovered a group of tiny creatures called hiyems dancing in the moonlight. The hiyems, small and bright beings, were shimmering under the full moon's glow. Denis found himself captivated by their dance. The hiyems noticed Denis's presence and turned toward him, beginning to sing. Their harmonious and melodic voices echoed in the backdrop of the full moon. "If you're watching us, we must play a game with you," they said. Denis's eyes sparkled. "What kind of game?" he asked. The hiyems introduced Denis to a game called the Full Moon Labyrinth. "Follow me and find us. But be careful, there's a reward at the end of the path," they added. Excited, Denis accepted and began to run after the hiyems. The labyrinth was made of flowers and trees shining in the light of the full moon. As Denis ran through the labyrinth with the hiyems, he joined in their joyful laughter and melodies. However, as he ventured deeper into the labyrinth, Denis began to lose his way. One by one, the hiyems started to disappear. He found himself alone. "Help me," he yelled. Just then, the light of the full moon grew even brighter and a mysterious door opened behind it. The door was filled with pure, radiant light. Gathering his courage, Denis approached the door and entered. Behind the door, he found a garden illuminated by the light of the full moon, but this garden was unlike any he knew. It was much more magical. In the garden, there were enormous, glowing flowers. Each one shimmered in different colors, dancing gracefully. When Denis touched one of the flowers with curiosity, it smiled back at him and said, "You will be rewarded for finding us, little friend." Denis listened in astonishment. "These flowers only bloom through one on the night of the full moon. We've been waiting for someone as brave as you. Do you have a wish?" the flower asked. Denis thought for a moment. "I just want friendship and adventure. I want to be able to find the hiyems waiting for me one day," he said. At that moment, a light sparkled among the flowers, and Denis's wish was granted. Suddenly, the hiyems returned to his side, all smiling and greeting him. "Thanks to your courage and joy tonight, we will be together again," they said. As Denis played and sang with the hiyems under the light of the full moon, all the villagers gathered in the orchard. Everyone would never forget this night. The hiyems and Denis illuminated the hearts of the people with the joy brought by the full moon. When the full moon passed, Denis set off to return home, but now he carried a secret in his heart and a great dream, to return to the hiyems' garden on every full moon and embark on new adventures. The full moon nights were no longer ordinary for him, each time was an opportunity to dream anew and explore. At the end of the night, As Denis went to bed, he saw the glow of the full moon streaming through the window, filling him with peace. The hiyems and the full moon would remain in his life as an unforgettable memory, opening the door to new adventures. This mysterious night had become a source of light that nourished his spirit and dreams.